It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Bucks under the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Bucks getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
A first carry for Rachaad White. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
To throw, Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the 50. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. In motion right is Evans. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mayfield to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Yeah. What's up?
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bucs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Here we go. Let's take. Here we go. Kill.
Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He was brought down by Levante David.
Hey, kill.
Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. Brandon Cooks. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely
going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partners. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 11th touchdown, taking the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. And he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys offense and the veteran Ezekiel Elliott set to go to work once more. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Kill. We go 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The Cowboys had 8-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys